Roundabouts come in a variety of sizes, and funnily enough, not all roundabouts are round. Most roundabouts I drive around are of a sufficient size to navigate around in a bus. As I approach a roundabout I've never driven around before, I have to quickly determine my approach, the potential hazards in the roundabout, if there are multiple lanes, and what potential hazards the exiting road may have. Some hazards include trees and shrubs that have excessive foliage on the roundabout island, reducing visibility of traffic already on the roundabout. If there are multiple lanes, I have to quickly determine what lanes travel in which direction and which is the best lane for me to be in. If the roundabout is an odd shape or is big for the size of the intersection, I have to determine if the roundabout is low and flat enough to drive over without causing damage to the bus. When I turn right at a roundabout, I use the same approach regardless of the size and shape of the roundabout. As I approach the roundabout, I indicate to the right and stay to the right of my lane. This provides enough space for me to move to the left as I enter the intersection, reducing the chances of the back wheels clipping or mounting the left curb. As the front of the bus enters the intersection, I check my left mirror for hazards on that side of the bus. I often recommend new drivers exaggerate how much space they need, as I've seen many new drivers either not turn enough in the roundabout or turn too early, resulting in the bus either clipping or mounting the curb or roundabout island. As the front of the bus gets to the halfway point of the intersection, I begin steering to the right and I look in the right mirror to ensure I maintain clearance with the back wheels from the roundabout island. As I pass the last exit prior to the street I'm intending on turning into, I indicate left and steer into the street. I position the front of the bus to the right of the lane and as close to the middle of the road as I can. I check both mirrors for my lane position as I continue along the road. When turning right at a multi-laned road, I have to follow the road markings for the right turns. Some lanes are narrow, which means it's extremely important to check my left mirror for traffic as I enter the roundabout. There have been many instances of drivers both new and experienced colliding with vehicles on the left in these situations. In this example, the truck has identified that I require a bit more space and has dropped back to sit behind me as I come into the roundabout. Sometimes it may be a safer option for me to adopt a lane share position on the approach to the roundabout. I often have to make this decision very early to allow time to indicate and reposition the bus for the approach. There aren't many multi-lane roundabouts with the right turn option in the left lane, but when I come across them, I prefer to turn right from the left lane. I find it a safer and more efficient option. In these next two situations, I'm turning right at roundabout intersections where the roundabout is big for the size of the intersection. I make my usual approach and realise that I will be required to drive over the roundabout. Fortunately, the roundabout island is low and reasonably flat. As I get to the middle of the intersection, I begin turning to the right and drive slowly over the roundabout island. Thanks for watching, take care out there, and I'll speak with you next time.